how do we name alcohols? How do we name alcohols? The very simple way of remembering is from the alkane, remove the E and replace O. How does this work? See, there is something like this. Right? So how is the structure? The structure is like this, right? So if this was ignored for a minute, there are two carbons. So this was an ethane, right? Remember, we removed the E and then place OL. So this would be ethanol. Okay, this is the simple way of remembering for simple alcohols. Now, if the alcohol has more than 3 carbons, say for example you have a case like this, CH3, CH2, CH2OH, okay, and then there is CH3, CH3OH, and if you realize both of these are alcohols, both of them have 3 carbons, okay, and pause the video for a minute and try to answer what kind of isomerism this is. This is constitutional isomerism. Molecular formula is same, but the connection of atoms is different. This is constitutional isomerism. Now you would call this a propanol. Okay. Now will both of them be propanols? Then how would you know where the OH group is attached? So there is slight distinction you have to make here. You would call this a 1-propanol, right? Because the OH group is attached to the first carbon, and you have to number in such a way that the OH groups get the lowest number of carbon, okay? And in this case, the OH group is attached to the second carbon. So this would be your 2-propanol. This would be your 2-propanol. Now naming your cycloalcohols will be the same, just like your cycloalkanes. So if you had a cyclopentane and there was a OH group attached to this, this would be cyclopentanol, right? Cyclopentanol. But if you had a pentane, this looks a little too big. But if you had a pentane, with a CH2, CH3 like this, then remember the alcohol is named in such a way that the carbon that has the OH gets the first number or the lowest number. So this would be 3-ethyl pentanol. 3-ethyl cyclopentanol.